Hello, my name is Judith McLaughlin with the Shamrock and Peach. I run an intimate event catering business in Atlanta, Georgia, and offer tours of the Celtic lands. I'm excited to be able to cook with you a new dish from my upcoming cookbook, Return to Ireland. Let's get cooking. So the first thing that we're going to make is the ginger, carrot and miso dressing. We're going to begin with the ginger root, and you can see that it's very knobbly, so we're just going to cut off the rough skin around the outside of the root. And then I've got a little grater. I'm just going to grate some of the fresh ginger. It smells absolutely wonderful. I love the smell of fresh ginger. Then the next thing we're going to add is some grated carrots. And then I have some Japanese fermented miso. Then we're going to be adding a carrier oil that's very light. I like to use the grapeseed oil. I didn't want anything that was overly strong because we're going to be adding a little bit of the stronger sesame oil. Just a little. It is wonderful flavour, but it tends to be very overpowering. Then I'm going to add a little bit of water to bring everything together. A little bit of apple cider vinegar. And then just a little bit of honey for sweetness. So I don't need a lot because the carrot is naturally sweet. And then we're going to add a little bit of salt and freshly ground black pepper. All of this is going to be put together in the blender or a Vitamix, and it's just going to be whizzed for about 45-50 seconds, and then we're going to have this gorgeous dressing that is just a beautiful vibrant orange colour. It's absolutely delicious. So now we're going to be making our salmon, and this is a beautiful recipe. It is completely dairy free and gluten free as well, and it's just one of my favourite recipes to make either for a weeknight dish, especially during the summer. And I'm going to show you how you can make it to put on the grill, or you can roast it in the oven. So we begin with a nice piece of salmon. I do have the skin on the salmon. And for putting on the grill, you can just wrap it in a little bit of aluminium foil, or of course you can put it in a pan and roast it in the oven. We're going to be using Dijon mustard for basically the glue that will allow the breading to stick to it. So we're going to be quite generous with the Dijon mustard. We're going to brush it all over, around the sides and all over the salmon. Then we're going to add our coating, and instead of using breadcrumbs, we are using a lovely crumb mixture that has got walnuts and oats and sesame seeds. And of course you can use the gluten-free oats if you want to make it completely gluten-free. Then we just put it together in the food processor, and we get this lovely crumble mix. And I'm just going to take little handfuls of that and sprinkle it all over the salmon, all over the sides. And we can be quite generous with it because it does give a lovely, naturally crunchy coating, and is just absolutely a delicious crunch. Then before we put it in the oven or directly on the grill, we're going to take a little bit of olive oil and just drizzle the olive oil over the top of the salmon. And it's not going to take long to cook. It really only takes about 8 to 10 minutes for it to cook through, so that it's firm, but we don't want to overcook it, so it's delicate and just very, very moist. And then we're going to bring all the dish together. Now, to bring this beautiful dish together, we're going to complete our garden salad. We're going to take some organic greens, and then we have some lovely tomatoes that are growing right on the vine. They're just, they've got the taste of summer, absolutely gorgeous. They're little red jewels. I'm going to just a little bit of that fresh tomato. And then we're going to add a little bit of green onion. And finally a little bit of fresh dill. The dill goes so well with fish. And then we're going to spoon a little bit of the carrot ginger miso dressing over the salad. It's a gorgeous orange colour. Then the salmon is out of the oven, and you can see it's a lovely golden oats. And the skin I've left on, but I like to pull it off just before I serve. So I'm going to just set the salmon right down on the plate here. And finally, I'm going to just add a little bit of dill, because it's so pretty, on top of the salmon. So here we are. We have a beautiful salmon with oat and walnut crust and a garden salad with carrot miso ginger dressing.